Yeah, okay? Okay. My name is Raven, and I'll be playing with many of you, creating some artwork over the course of this conference. Last year we had who was with us last year? You remember painting at the Covenant House? Killed it, brought it alive, illustrated that whole thing. And then you guys met with like 12 different organizations, visited all these different spots, met all these incredible people, had the social justice fair, everything that you're going to do this time too, but on new issues. I just want to first of all just really express gratitude for where we're at right now. Being with you all here, I wish there was 1,000 of these conferences across the United States and across the world, and there will be. Okay? In the last 12 years, we've had the explosion of vital movements that are changing the world. Black Lives Matters, the Occupy movement, which was challenged and had to become the decolonized movement. Me Too, the Women's March, March for Our Lives. Help me out. There's about 3 others. I don't want to space them all. Oh yes, young people suing the United States government for not enacting protections against the ecosystems for climate change.
That's right.
Standing Rock.
That's right.
All right? Who is at the center of these movements? We have allies, advocates, all sorts of different generations, but the young people are at the center of these movements. Y'all are. And I am so thankful. I will follow you, right, to the end of the earth. And I'm excited to see what the next 20 years hold. Because what happened in that 50-year time period, what my grandfather told me was, he said, when the civil rights movement happened, what we were experiencing was so painful, so hurtful, so destructive, that we made a mistake. We thought we should protect our children from the truth. And we gave a lot to our kids, gave them material things, gave them a safe space, but he said we hid the truth from them, that the fight was not over. And you have picked up that torch and are carrying that light. Thank you. Now, I know I prepared some other things too, but I got to leave some longer thing. So I'm gonna end with something, but I'm gonna ask you your permission. On the way here on the plane, I wrote a rhyme. It just came, and I was wondering if I might be able to share it.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. And I'm gonna just say this too, dude. I never read rhymes off my phone. Okay. I don't write rhymes on my phone. Okay. I write rhymes in my sketchbook, in graffiti style, and I say them 3 or 4 times, and I keep reading the lettering over and over, and it becomes embedded in my head, but I haven't been able to do that yet. So y'all gonna have to bear with me. All right? And if I stumble, just, walk with me, help me up.
That's
Okay?
right.
All right?
I'm with you.
All right, thank you, sister. So the first words I wrote down, I didn't know what the rhyme was gonna be about. The call. Maybe I should say snow. All right? She heard the call. She ran, she saw. She wondered what the hell these people killing each other for. She looked, she rose, she stood tall and clamored against the triggers and hammers making our children fall. She opened, she listened, she gathered unheard, weary voices of this world whose travails never seemed to matter. She sang, she colored, she moved mountains and cumulus skies, where raven flies to magenta sunrise. She cried, she laughed and comforted the hungry and the poor without homes in the shadows of sky domes and war. She cringed, she climbed, she shined, light illuminating seemingly everlasting night divine in this rhyme. She prayed, she stayed, she survived, dawn to dusk, wolves running, undergunning, keeping the dream alive. She danced, she rested, she swam, cosmos, Orisha, supernova, Sochi to Allah, Shango to Yehovah. She thought, she created, she meditated. Wisdom marinated in pain and love, nice and vice. She was like, wow, all this unnecessary spite. Whoever knew that evil had such a greedy appetite. Whoever thought goodness born from our hoodness, let's say it again. Whoever thought goodness born from our hoodness would have an answer to these streams of hate, struggle, and strife. She sat, she waited, she called forth 4 directions and ancestors at intersections of heaven and hell. I'm almost done. She blazed, she forged, she amazed. Pulled the sword of the Spirit from the stone of the alone. I call Ultima home in this wild style. I see her every day in the eyes of my oldest to my youngest child. And you, and you, and you, and youth, intercontinental contingents of our interbodial crew. Yeah, the time is now. Hear the call. Y'all ready to rock?
Woo!
We're not done. We got one last thing. This is what Terry also walked into. Mama Terry. My spirit mothers. I need everyone to stand up for a minute. Okay, we're gonna do a little quick appreciation of our circles. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And y'all do know each other. Our women for sure just didn't know each other. They was like, what? Okay? You're gonna have to get a little bit close. What I'm gonna need you to do is we're gonna do this. We're gonna turn to the person on our left, and we're gonna put our hand on their shoulder. Okay? Put our hand, right, receive.
That's right.
All right, reach, baby. Okay, you ready? All right. On the count of 3, we're gonna say to that person, I honor and respect you. I said 1, 2. I said count 1. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
I honor and respect you.
Awesome. Now we're gonna turn to the right. It's funny because I came up with a whole different
That's
phrase.
right, that's right.
Oh, yes. Ready? On the count of 3, right? Together we bring change. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Together we bring change. Oh yes. Could you put your hands together for the MCNC?
I want to get this thing rocking and rolling, but